Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Check, check, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'll turn it down here.
Check, check. Check, check, test 1, test 2, test 3. Is that too high or we're good here? Okay, then I'll go to 1 o'clock. Hi, and a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to middle school basketball. Glad you're joining us here on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network. Tonight's action, first, the 7th grade game between the St. Peter's Lions and the St. Bartholomew Irish. I'm Ted Rutan. Glad you're joining us. Our starting lineups for tonight's ball game. First, for the St. Peter's Lions, number 10, Justin Silva. Number 22, Ryan Wormer. Number 24, Zach Wickman. Number 25, Drew Striedelmeyer, and number 32, Jordan Ritter. For the St. Bartholomew Irish, number 10, Derek Aru. Number 13, Rylan Huddle. Number 21, Akut Tong. Number 30, Ryan Beck. And number 34, Luke Russell. The officials for tonight's ball game, Bob Chrisman and Gary Bussey. The head coach for St. Bartholomew is Mark Carlson, and for the Lions, it's Tanner Case. St. Peter's wins the tip quickly down. The shot up won't go for Wormer. Rebound battled for, and it'll be St. Bartholomew Irish basketball. Full court pressure coming from St. Peter's to start this ball game. They get it inbounds to Aru. Being pressured there by Silva. Double team coming. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Justin Silva. Aru breaks free, and Silva's going to try to chase him down. Knocks it out of bounds. And they try to lob it inside to Akut Tong. Instead, it goes the other way. Striedelmeyer, a lot of contact, no call. Silva saves it. Russell comes out of there with it. Luke brings it up, being guarded by Striedelmeyer. And a bump by Striedelmeyer will be the second foul on the St. Peter's Lions. Inbounds play comes into Aru. Splits the defense, and it's taken away by Striedelmeyer. He's challenged by Russell. Striedelmeyer lays it in, the first points of the ball game. Full court pressure again from St. Peter's. Russell brings it up and looks up the court. It's taken away, however, by Jordan Ritter. He looks up to Wickman. His layup is good. 4-0. St. Peter's on top, and a timeout taken by the St. Bartholomew Irish. We'll be back in a moment with more 7th grade basketball action. Check, check. One. And we are ready for play once again. Throwing it inbounds will be Ryan Beck. Pressure again from St. Peter's. Full court pressure. And it's taken away. Striedelmeyer on the steal. And stolen back by Luke Russell. He travels through the traffic up the court. They'll swing the ball back around. Aru goes in, and he's going to have this one blocked by Wickman. Out of bounds off of Derek Aru. St. Peter's Lions basketball. They lead 4-0. 4.5 remaining here in the first quarter. Silva dribbles it up, now picks up in the corner, trapped, but gets it to Wickman. 2-3 zone being played by St. Bartholomew's. Swinging around out top, back to Striedelmeyer. And it's knocked away by Tong, picked up by Aru. He tries to find Russell. The left-handed layup won't go. Out of bounds, back to St. Peter's. And we have another timeout on the floor. 3:50 remaining. 4-0 your score. St. Peter's on top. St. Peter's inbounds the basketball. Pressure picked up here by St. Bartholomew. Silva on the left wing. Back out top to Wormer. Russell gets a hand on it. Afterwards, though, Derek Aru called for the reach-in, his first foul. Inbounds pass is knocked away, taken out of there by Luke Russell. Russell uses the screen, gets a shot off, won't go. Rebound by Tong, and he is fouled. I believe they're going to get Ryan Wormer for his first personal, third on the St. Peter's Lions. Davis Gregory now into the ball game for St. Peter's. Tong gets the ball inside, lays it up and in. First points for St. Bartholomew. It's 4-2. Nice inbounds play by the Irish. And there's a miscue. Ball is thrown out of bounds. It'll go back over to St. Bartholomew. Beck looks to inbound, finally gets it into Hoddle. Hoddle double teamed, now triple teamed out top. Able to get rid of it, but it's picked off by Gregory. Gregory sets up the offense for St. Peter's. Wickman in the high post. Moving the ball around the outside quickly. Wormer has it, goes left baseline. Striedelmeyer puts up a 6-footer short. Wickman with the board. And we'll have a held ball. Possession arrow will turn it over to the Irish. Aru is double teamed and is maybe in trouble, and they're going to call a double dribble. Not a good spot to inbound the basketball. 2:32 remaining in the first. 4-2 the score. Ryan Wormer to inbound the ball. Silva back on for the Lions. Drives right baseline. Puts up a shot. Won't go, but he will earn a trip to the free throw line. I think we'll get Ryan Beck with his first personal. First free throw is nothing but nylon for Silva. Second one also good, 6-2. The Lions lead the Irish. Full court pressure again from St. Peter's has bothered St. Bartholomew throughout this contest. They break it this time, and Aru is going to drive this one all the way in. Shot won't go, saved. St. Peter's now on the attack. Gregory goes in with a layup, won't go. Russell now goes the other way for St. Bartholomew. Ritter, good hustle back defensively. They get it inside to Akut Tong. He has his second bucket, and it's 6-4. Silva tries a three-pointer, left wing, he's got it. He has 5, and the lead is 5 at 9 for St. Peter's. And a turnover. Wickman saves it, but it'll be an over and back violation. Mateo Gomez on for St. Bartholomew. Number 15 sets a screen right there. And Aru uses that screen and knocks it in off the glass. 9-6. Approaching 1 minute left here in the first period. Gregory out top against the zone. Wickman high post. Wormer, right wing, works it back out top. Pretty good patience against the zone, and now that pass is knocked away, held ball. St. Peter's will retain possession. 34 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The Lions lead 9-6. Gregory fires one up from the top of the key, won't go. Rebound fought for, and I believe that will be taken out of there by Ryan Beck. Held ball. Ritter drives in, has it blocked by Tong. 20 seconds remaining here in the first. And Luke Russell, reaching in to knock one away, will be called for his first personal foul. $18 seconds remaining here in the first. Let's see if St. Peter's holds it for the last shot of the quarter. Silva, who just made a three from that spot, drives in. 10 seconds remaining. Gregory fires left wing, won't go. And we'll have a foul on the rebound. And I think they will call this one on Akut Tong. His first, fourth on the team. 6.5 seconds remaining. They're running play number 3. Ritter back out. Wormer, right baseline, won't go down. The rebound put back up by Silva, won't go, and that will end the first quarter. At the end of 1, the St. Peter's Lions 9, St. Bartholomew Irish 6. St. Bartholomew with the basketball to start things off here in the second quarter. They trail 9-6. Derek Aru with the ball. St. Peter's in a 3-2 zone. Russell, jab step, gives it up. And Gomez shot won't go. Tong's rebound putback won't go. Striedelmeyer pushes it up the floor, but it's taken away by Aru. Gomez tries again, right wing, won't go down. Beck with the rebound. St. Bartholomew resets now, a trap on the right side, taken away by Streetelmeyer. He throws it up the court. Gregory runs it down, tries to save it back in. And it will go out of bounds to St. Bartholomew, and we're going to have a timeout on the court. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. 9-6, St. Peter's on top. St. Bartholomew basketball. Luke Russell brings it up the court. They look against this 3-2 zone. Let's see how they try to attack it. They get it into Tong on the inside. He's surrounded, however, and Streetelmeyer takes it away. Bounce pass to Gregory, and he will be called for steps. Derek Aru with the basketball. Streetelmeyer, Silva, and Gregory out top on the zone for St. Peter's. Russell fires a three from the left wing and hits. And there's a foul. Nope, there's just a loose shoelace, but Russell knocks in his first bucket of the game. He has 3, and we are tied at 9. Silva took an extra step right there. Thought about a move to the baseline, but forgot to put it on the floor. 9-9 the score. Some more subs coming in for St. Peter's. Or they will wait until the next whistle. Now they are into the ball game. We have Zach Foster, Wickman back on. Wormer, Streetelmeyer, and Alexander Cognata. Russell between the legs gives it back up to Aru out top. And he will slide that pivot foot. Pretty nice crowd on hand for this 7th grade game. We've got the 8th grade game coming up afterwards. Three-pointer taken by Wormer. Rebound pulled out of there by Beck. Aru, bit of a wild shot. Tong with the rebound, puts it back up, won't go. Aru splits the defense, puts up a runner. He's got it. First lead of the ball game for the St. Bartholomew Irish. They now lead 11-9. That's 4 for Derek Aru. Cognata drives, picks it up. Wormer goes baseline. Gets it back from Streetelmeyer. 3 right corner, won't go. Luke Russell with the rebound. 3 minutes remaining first half. 11-9, Irish on top. Ball taken away by Wormer. He goes all the way, left hand off the glass and in. We're tied at 11 and another timeout on the court. 2:43 remaining. St. Peter's and St. Bartholomew all tied up. St. Bartholomew inbounds the basketball. Tied at 11. Full court pressure. Taken away by Wormer. And it will go back to St. Bartholomew. The St. Peter's Lions full court pressure bothered St. Bartholomew in the first quarter, but they've handled the pressure pretty well so far here in the second. Knocked away this time by Zach Foster. Irish basketball. They throw it into Tong, and Aru will bring it up against Foster. Russell drives right side, blocked by Wickman. Striedelmeyer on the attack for the Lions. And he looked to make a pass, lost the handle. Jared Brooks in for the first time for St. Peter's, along with Jordan Ritter returning to the action. They inbound to Tong. He looks up the court. Pass is taken away. Ritter. And it's stolen back by Tong. Aru picks up his dribble with his back to the basket. Tough spot. Russell helps him out. Hoddle gives it up to Tong. Tong puts up an 8-footer off the glass. Just like he planned it. 13-11. Irish on top. Foster, left baseline. High arching three won't go. Wormer with the rebound. Blocked by Tong. Ritter goes up. And he knocks it in. His first bucket of the ball game. And we're tied again at 13. And an over the end line violation will turn it back over to St. Peter's. 1:15 remaining here in the first half. 13-13 the score. Striedelmeyer gives it up to Zach Foster out top. Wormer drives through the zone. High archer off the glass and in. Wormer has 4. It's 15-13. St. Peter's back in the lead. Russell thought about the three. Instead takes a runner in the lane. Won't go. Rebound pulled out of there by Wormer. And Russell will pick up his second foul, reaching in from behind. 45 seconds remaining here in the first half. 15-13, St. Peter's leads by 2. Wormer pressured, and his pass knocked away, and we'll have a held ball. Possession arrow will keep it with St. Peter's. Striedelmeyer gives it up to Ritter, goes around Tong, off the glass, no, but a foul. 2 shots coming up. I think we will get Ryan Beck with his second personal. 6th on the team. Ritter will shoot a pair from the free throw line. First one off the glass and in. Second one for Jordan. No go. 16-13 the score. Aru has it knocked away, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Zach Foster. His first. And the ball goes in. Aru now has some open court. Striedelmeyer hustles back on defense. The shot won't go. Striedelmeyer will be called for the foul. Derek Aru will go to the free throw line. Second foul on Drew Striedelmeyer. 19 seconds remaining here in the first half. First one for Derek Aru. Got it. Tyler Ernst on for the St. Peter's Lions. Striedelmeyer will take a seat. It's a shot of Zach Wickman there with ice on his eye or nose. Got poked, apparently. Aru's second one is also good. It's 16-15. St. Peter's has the lead in the ball. 15 seconds remaining. First half. Ritter. Bounce pass. Knocked away by Rylan Huddle. 10 seconds left here in the first half. Ball goes into Ritter. Foster, he's not afraid to let it fly off the mark, and a foul will be called on the rebound. Jordan Ritter called for his first foul. Just 3.9 seconds remaining. Let's see if, I don't think St. Bartholomew will get a shot off. They won't. At the end of the first half, the St. Peter's Lions 16, the St. Bartholomew Irish 15. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with more second half action in a moment. St. Bartholomew starts things off here in the second half with the basketball. Luke Russell gives it up. Man-to-man defense now for St. Peter's. They lead 16-15. Just starting the second half. A little bit of a weave. Hoddle gives it up to Russell. Back to Hoddle. They'll reset the offense out top. Russell being hounded there by Striedelmeyer. Picks up his dribble. They work the weave once again. Russell this time gives it up to the corner. Beck fakes the handoff. Tong with the rebound. St. Bartholomew back on top, 17-16. Tong has 8. Bounce pass into Striedelmeyer, and they're going to say steps along the baseline. 17-16. St. Bartholomew leads by 1. Full court pressure back from St. Peter's. And the pass is picked off by Jordan Ritter. He goes in for the layup. He scores. Ritter has 5. St. Peter's back on top, 18-17. Quick timeout. 4:41 remaining in the third. Beck inbounds to Russell as we get back underway. 18-17 the score. Glad you're joining us again here on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network. I'm Ted Rutan. Glad to be bringing you this 7th grade action. And we've got the 8th grade game coming up here in about a half hour. Hoddle with the basketball. Gives it up to Aru. Silva, tight defense on Aru. Russell. Crossover, baseline, won't go. Tong with the rebound, and he'll be fouled by Zach Wickman. Wickman's first of the second half for St. Peter's. First shot from Akut Tong off the front iron. Second one, this time a little strong. Rebound pulled out of there. Ritter up with the layup, and he'll be fouled by Russell. That will be his 3rd foul of the ball game. Ritter was 1 for 2 from the line in the first half. This one rolls around and gets the friendly bounce. Second one for Jordan. Eyes it, flies it, scores it. He has 7, and it's a 3-point lead, 20-17. Silva with the steal. Goes right baseline. Shot won't go, but a foul. And it looks like they're going to get Beck with this personal. That will be the 3rd on Ryan Beck. 2 shots coming for Justin Silva. First one good. Silva 3 for 3 from the line. Second one is also good. He's 4 for 4 from the line. And as a team, the Lions are 7 for 8, and they have a 5-point lead, 22-17, matching their largest lead of the ball game. Tong looks up the court. Russell, his pass to Hoddle, and Hoddle couldn't handle it. Too Hoddle to handle for me. Wormer gives it up to Silva. St. Bartholomew staying in that 2-3 zone. Ritter, and has his shot blocked by Akut Tong, and Ritter will be called for the foul afterwards. Jordan's second personal. Full court pressure, 2-2-1 action by St. Peter's. Beck looks up the court. Tong gets it, and his pass is taken away by Striedelmeyer. Striedelmeyer drives in. Layup won't go. Wormer has it taken away by Aru. Behind the back dribble. Double teamed in a bad spot. Pass picked off by Striedelmeyer. He'll take it in on Tong. Layup is a wedgie. And Tong knocks it away. Davis Gregory back on for the St. Peter's Lions. And it will be St. Peter's basketball underneath their own bucket. They lead by 5. Wickman. They'll reset it out top with Gregory. Gets it into Striedelmeyer. His shot will go off the iron. Out of bounds. Will go to the Irish. 2:43 remaining in the third period. 22-17. St. Peter's on top. Tong drives. Pulls up off the glass. Won't go. Ritter with the board. Silva drives all the way. His shot is short. Pass taken away by Striedelmeyer for St. Peter's. Wickman, 18-footer. Got it. He has 4, and it is now the largest lead of the ball game, 24-17 St. Peter's. Russell's pass is knocked away by Silva. Aru runs it down in the backcourt. Back cut by Russell. Nice pass, nice cut. Shot won't go, however. Ritter pulls it out of there. Wickman looks to lay it up and in. Won't go, however. Ritter, rebound, put back. He's got 9, and it's a 9-point lead for St. Peter's. Minute and a half remaining here in the third quarter. Aru guarded by Silva. And he's going to be called for a double dribble as the St. Peter's Lions defense collapsed around him. Cognata and Foster back on for St. Peter's. Mateo Gomez re-enters for the Irish. Gregory being guarded by Aru, gives it up. Foster thought about the 3, and his hesitation may have caused him to move the pivot foot. Traveling called. St. Peter's has gone back to their 3-2 zone. Jordan Ritter on top for the Lions. Russell fires a three. Made one earlier. This one won't go. Tong with the offensive rebound. Beck's shot from the right wing. The drive inside. Gregory puts one up off the glass. Tong with the rebound. Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. 26-17. St. Peter's leading. Pass is knocked away and stolen. Ritter comes out of there with it and will have it taken away by Tong. 15 seconds remaining in the third. Russell's pass taken out of there by Cognata of St. Peter's. 5 seconds remaining. Streetelmeyer, short shot won't go. Aru with the rebound. Will he get a shot off? He'll heave it, and this will end the third quarter. The St. Peter's Lions pick it up in the third. They lead by 9, 26-17. Luke Russell brings the ball up for St. Bartholomew. Tong gives it up. Russell thought about the three, instead drives in, and will have a foul on the drive from Russell. Zach Foster will pick up his second personal foul. The third on St. Peter's here in the second half. And the inbounds pass from Beck goes off the back of the glass. St. Peter's basketball. They lead by 9. Gregory left baseline. His shot is strong. And Ritter ends up picking up the loose ball. Tong with the rebound, tied up by Jordan Ritter. Possession arrow will favor St. Peter's. Their basketball underneath their own bucket here in the fourth quarter. Brooks thought about the three, instead drives in, shot off the glass. Tong with the rebound. Derek Aru on the hustle for the Irish. Ball poked away. Ritter comes out of there with it. Gregory now on the attack. He'll go all the way. Shot won't go. Ritter with the rebound. And I believe we'll get Derek Aru with his second foul. In fact, it is on Derek. His second, third team foul on the Irish here in the second half. Raul Castro on for the Irish. He replaces Mauricio Juarez. Foster, crossover dribble, pull up from 12. Got it, right baseline. His first bucket and the largest lead of the ball game, 28-17. Russell, hesitation dribble. Shot up and in, right side. Luke has 5. And steps will be called on Gregory. Pretty good defense there from the Irish. Aru brings it up. His pass deflected. Castro gives it up to Tong, and Tong will take an extra step. Four minutes remaining, 28-19 your score. Baseline jumper from Brooks won't go. Tong with another rebound. Russell brings it up. And he'll fire a three, and he's got his second three of the ball game. 8 points for Luke Russell, and it's back to a 6-point game, 28-22. St. Peter's on top. Shot won't go. Ritter with the rebound, and he is going to be fouled. He will earn a trip to the free throw line. Raul Castro called for the personal. His first. And Jordan Ritter, 3 for 4 from the line so far this evening. First one is off the back iron. Second one for Ritter. Also off the mark. Rebound pulled out of there by Beck. Russell. Heat check. He's got his third three of the game. He shoots like George. (28-25). 11 points for Luke Russell. And steps will be called on Wickman. 3:06 remaining. Man-to-man defense now for St. Peter's. Russell, he's hit a couple in a row. This time he drives and puts it up and in. He has 10 in the quarter, 13 in the ball game. 28-27. And Russell will be called for his fourth personal foul. They can't afford to lose him at this moment. He's been the entire offense for the Irish here in the fourth. One-point game, 2:40 remaining. Silva, bounce past Wickman. Thought about it, instead gives it up. Wormer's three-pointer is short and saved, but it will be St. Bartholomew basketball. They trail by 1. And we're going to have a timeout on the court. 28-27, St. Peter's on top of St. Bartholomew. It's a good one here in Memorial Gymnasium. (28-27), 2.5 minutes remaining. This has been an outstanding ball game. Offensive performance here by Luke Russell in the fourth has brought the Irish back within one, but the Lions' full court pressure causes a turnover. Wickman double teamed, and it's taken away by Aru. Loose ball picked up by Wormer. Wickman shot in the lane, rolls around and out, and Wickman will foul Tong. 1:58 remaining, 28-27. St. Peter's on top. Full court pressure by the Lions. Russell gives it up to Gomez. And he has it taken away by Silva, and a nice save to Wickman. Silva drives in the lane, a runner, he's got it. That's 9 for Justin Silva. 3-point margin for St. Peter's with 1.5 minutes remaining. Beck gives it to Aru. Three-pointer, top of the key, in and out. Striedelmeyer with the rebound. He looks up the court. Wormer was open but couldn't handle the long pass. Jordan Ritter back on for the Lions. Again, they lead 30-27. 1:17 remaining here in the fourth. And Derek Aru dragged his pivot foot. Possession goes back to St. Peter's. Silva looking to get it in. 5 count is going to be called. Looked like he had an open man, but was searching for a cutter on the play. 1:10 remaining. 30-27. Russell gives it up, and it's taken away by Silva. Goes in for the layup, won't go. Ritter's rebound put back, stuffed by Tong, but a foul on Akut Tong. His second, 6th on St. Bartholomew here in the second half. Jordan Ritter. He's now 3 for 7 from the line. Getting some coaching from the side by Tanner Case, saying get a little more leg action in this free throw. He does this time, and he makes it. 10 points for Ritter. 31-27. Under a minute to play. Ball taken away by Striedelmeyer. He goes up for the layup, and it won't go. Wormers put back off the glass. Count it, and put him on the line. Big rebound put back by Wormer. Foul on Aru, and we've got a timeout. 49 seconds remaining. 33-27. St. Peter's leading St. Bartholomew. (33-27) the score. Ryan Wormer at the free throw line. He has 6 points, and St. Peter's leads by 6. 49.4 seconds remaining. Wormer's free throw good. 7-point lead. Aru brings it up. Double teamed on the sideline, and it's going to be taken away by Striedelmeyer. And he'll be fouled by Luke Russell, and that will be his 5th foul of the game. So Luke was the offense for St. Bartholomew in the 4th quarter. He had 10 of his 13 here in the 4th. Coach Mark Carlson waiting to bring in his substitute, and this time it will be Mauricio Juarez. 1-1 for Drew Striedelmeyer. And it bounces and bounces and rolls in. Striedelmeyer has 3. And the lead is up to 8, 35-27. 36 seconds remaining. Second one also good, 36-27. Full court pressure again, and Aru trying to dribble it through the zone, and to be lucky to get it up the court. The pass goes out of bounds. St. Peter's basketball, 24 seconds remaining. They lead by 9. And they'll probably just dribble this one out. 15 seconds remaining. Wormer and Striedelmeyer playing keep away. Silva will dribble out the clock. Your final score, the St. Peter's Lions 36. The St. Bartholomew Irish 27. A tight ball game until the final moments. We'll be back with the 8th grade action here in about 10 minutes. Glad you're watching us here on the St. Peter's Lutheran Sports Network.
For being able to, or letting us do this. We had a little switch, and it's really nice that both high schools, but it's really nice again to be able to get into the high school games. So thank you to their AD, Mr. Hester, and Coach Ferguson for working this out and getting us to be able to do this. We really appreciate it. It's been tradition, at least since I've been here, and I know long before I got here, that we recognize our 8th graders and their parents for our last, when it's usually a home game, we kind of switch that a little bit, but recognize our parents and our players for tonight. This seems to be a nice tradition, as while our students are finishing up their sports careers at St. Peter's, it's nice that our students now get the opportunity to do this at one of the local high schools. Most of them are going to be going on and playing at one of the high schools. Some will have the opportunity to be classmates, teammates, and friends with those from St. Bartholomew, so that's kind of nice that we're able to do that with them as well. We're truly blessed to have this great group of 8th graders and their parents this year. It has been a great year in many ways, actually many years for this group, for success in sports, partnership and involvement with the parents, and a great spirit and sportsmanship from this group of students as fans as well. We again like to thank all of those people, all of those parents for making this possible. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring out our players and their parents. Our first basketball player this evening to introduce is Tyler Blythe. Tyler's with his parents, Tim and Annette Blythe. Tyler's participated in basketball for 4 years here at St. Peter's. Tyler's also been a huge part of the success of our cross-country program over the past 4 years, being a top scorer for the past 3 seasons. Tyler's participated in track last year and plans to do so again at Central. Tyler plans to attend Columbus North High School next year. Tyler Blythe. Will Boyer is our next. Oh, Will's, that's right, he's in Costa Rica. Good for him. All right, we'll recognize him later. Henry Bush is our next athlete. Henry's with his parents, Dave and Dave Bush. Henry's played basketball for 4 years at St. Peter's and also ran cross country for 1 season. Henry's also an avid soccer player. Henry plans to attend East High School next year. Jimmy Clark is next. Jimmy Clark has participated in both basketball and cross country at St. Peter's for 3 years. Jimmy's parents are Jim and Lori Clark. Jimmy plans to attend East High School next year as well. Jimmy Clark. Adam Everode is with his parents, Gary and Brenda Everode. Adam has been a part of the basketball team here at St. Peter's for 4 years, and Adam plans to attend Trinity High School next year. Adam Everode. Ty Ferguson has been a part of our basketball program for the past 2 years. Ty's parents are Paul and Michelle Ferguson. Also, again, a big thanks to Paul for getting us this facility this evening. Ty plans to attend East? No, he plans to go to North High School next year. Sorry. Our first cheerleader to recognize this evening is Allie Gribbins. Allie's with her parents, Kevin and Sarah Gribbins. Allie played basketball for 1 year and has been a part of the volleyball and cheer program for 4 years. Allie plans to attend East High School next year. Allie Gribbins. Our next cheerleader is McKenna Hamlin. McKenna's with her parents, Dave and Kristen Hamlin. McKenna has been a part of our cheer program for the past 4 years, and McKenna plans to attend North High School next year. McKenna Hamlin. Sophie Kruger is up next. Sophie Kruger has participated in volleyball for 3 seasons and cheer for 4 years while at St. Peter's. Sophie's parents are Scott and Jolene Kruger, and Sophie plans to attend East High School next year. Next up is Mateo Mendez. Mateo is here with his parents, Sal and Joey Mendez. Mateo has been a part of the St. Peter's basketball team for 4 years, cross country for 2 years. I want to make a mention that Mateo was a runner-up at the National Lutheran Championship for cross country this year. He had a great meet, and he also is planning to participate in track this year at Central. Mateo Mendez. Emmett Romine is our next athlete. Emmett's parents are Darren and Annie Romine. Emmett has played basketball for 4 years at St. Peter's, and Emmett plans to attend East High School next year. Emmett Romine. Nick Stoner is with his parents, John and Lena Stoner. Nick was a part of our cross-country team for the first time this year and also has played basketball at St. Peter's for the past 4 years. Nick plans to attend Hauser High School next year. Nick Stoner. Ben Silva. Wow, he's got some. Must be just his brothers up there. I don't know. Ben plans to run track this year at Central and has been a part of the cross-country program for the past 3 years and our basketball program for 4 years. He's with his parents, Brian and J.L. Silva. Ben is still undecided about what high school he's going to go to. Ben Silva. Lucas Taylor is our next athlete. His parents are Brad Taylor and Lindsay Lemaster. Lucas played football at Central for 1 year and basketball at St. Peter's for 2 years. Lucas plans to attend North High School next year. Lucas Taylor. All right, we finally got another cheerleader in there. Chloe Thompson. Chloe's with her parents, Kevin and Ronell Thompson. Chloe participated in volleyball and basketball at St. Peter's for 1 year and has been cheering for our St. Peter's teams for the past 4 years. Chloe plans to attend East High School next year. I think we got everybody scooped down a little bit so we can get you guys all in. Cam Trueblood is the son of Doug and Jessica Trueblood. Cam participated in cross country for 2 years and he's played basketball for St. Peter's for 4 years. Cam also plans to attend East High School next year. Cam Trueblood. Ashlyn Waddell is another cheerleader to recognize this evening. Ashlyn has played volleyball and cheered for St. Peter's for the past 4 years. Ashlyn's parents are Jerry and Cindy Waddell. Ashlyn plans to attend East High School next year. Maggie Wellensner is with her parents Chris and Cindy Weisner this evening. Maggie played basketball for 2 years and volleyball for 4 years and has been cheering for the past 2 years as well. Maggie plans to attend East High School next year as well. And our final athlete for this year is Sam Whitty. Sam is with his parents Tim and Lisa Whitty. Sam has been a part of our cross-country program for the last 4 years and has also played basketball for 4 years. And I don't have written down here, what school is Sam going to next year? He's going to East as well. Okay, all right, thank you. Not sure why I have that written down. Once again, let's give this group one more round of applause. I'll say again, it's been a great group to work with. And the players, parents, grandparents, thank you very much. You've been awesome in supporting our programs. Lots of late night drives, helping set up and take down for lots of sporting events, and making things better for our student athletes. We certainly will miss you next year. Thank you very much. All right.
Hi, and a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Memorial Gymnasium. We're ready for the 8th grade contest. The St. Peter's Lions in white, and in green, the St. Bartholomew Irish. The Lions get the opening tip. We'll set the lineups for you here in a moment. Tyler Blythe with the basketball, being guarded there by William Russell. Man-to-man defense for St. Bartholomew. Ferguson gives it back to Blythe, uses the screen. Ben Silva resets out top. He's being guarded right there by Zane Moravec. Ferguson's three from the left wing won't go. Blythe tries for the rebound. Pulled out of there by Nick Stoner. Ferguson will fake the shot and get called for steps. The starting lineups for St. Peter's: Nick Stoner, Tyler Blythe, Ty Ferguson, Ben Silva, and Mateo Mendez. Full court pressure by the Lions. And we'll have a foul on the screen. It's being set by William Russell. He picks up the foul. Russell joined by Zane Moravec, Kellen Hoddle, Jack Chavello, and Pete Corden in the starting lineup for the St. Bartholomew Irish. They're now in a 2-3 zone. Ferguson. Blythe out top. Ferguson goes baseline. Work it back around. Blythe out top. Jab step. Ferguson open left corner. Three on the way, and it bounces in. First points of the ball game. A three-pointer by Ty Ferguson. Corden gets the ball in the middle. Gives it back up to Moravec. Chavello. Back out to Russell on top. Chavello drives left side. Shot goes up. And a foul will be called on Mateo Mendez. Two shots coming for Jack Chavello. First one good. Second one for the left-hander is off the front rim, and it rolls in. Pair of free throws for Chavello. Lions bring it up quickly. Right baseline. Stoner makes a jumper. That'll make the score 5-2 in favor of St. Peter's. A whistle on the court as referee Bob Chrisman goes over to check something with the scoreboard. It's all set to go. 5-2, Lions leading the Irish. Full court pressure, ball taken away. Silva lays it in, it's 7-2. Corden gets the ball in the middle, heads it up to Russell, his layup. They're gonna say no. Shot, the foul will be called on the drive. Silva will pick up the personal, his first, team second. Chavello inbounding for the Irish. Shot a little strong from Hoddle. Ferguson looks it up. Stoner can't get the layup to drop. Mendez with a steal. And he's going to be fouled. Actually, they say no foul. It'll just be St. Bartholomew basketball as Mendez was stepping on the sideline. 7-2 your score. 3:46 remaining here in the first quarter. Glad you're joining us here. Memorial Gymnasium, good crowd on hand for this ball game between the St. Peter's Lions and St. Bartholomew Fighting Irish. Russell picks up his dribble. Ball's deflected, saved by Silva. Ferguson looks up the court, finds Stoner, lays it up, and it's 9-2 in favor of St. Peter's. Timeout called by George Eastep, head coach of the St. Bartholomew Irish. Full court pressure again from St. Peter's. Ball tipped, but St. Bartholomew able to get it. Pete Corden lays it up, and he will be fouled. And looks like they'll get Tyler Blythe with this one. Tyler picks up his first personal. I want to mention Will Boyer for St. Peter's, not here for tonight's ball game. This game was originally scheduled for Tuesday. However, since Columbus East had a makeup game played on Tuesday, this game had to be rescheduled for tonight at Columbus North. Corden splits a pair of free throws and a tie-up on the rebound as Kellen Hotto got inside on Tyler Blythe and tied him up. 9-3 the score. Silva with the steal. He's going to take it all the way. Has to give it up. Ferguson fakes left hand off the glass and in. Ferguson has 5. It's 11-3 St. Peter's. Mendez with a great steal. I don't think he saw that one, but he caught it nicely on the interception, but he did lose it out of bounds. 2:56 remaining here in the first. Russell being guarded by Silva. Hoddle looks to a back cut from Moravec, but they can't connect. The throw goes up. Stoner tries to save it, but instead Chavello pulls it out of there for the Irish. He drives. That one off the glass, won't go down. Blythe with the rebound. Tyler looks up the court. Ferguson settles it back out top. Stoner pulls up, off the glass, won't go. Corden with the rebound. Two minutes left here in the first quarter. 11-3 the score. Drive by Corden. He's got 3, and it's 11-5. His first bucket. Silva fakes the 3. They work it around. Ferguson gets it in. Silva, nice pass out to Mendez. Blythe, three-pointer from the right wing, won't go. Corden with another rebound. Zane Moravec with the ball out top. Russell uses the screen, drives, gives it back to Moravec. 3 on the way, right wing, won't go down. Stoner's rebound, layup, left-hander by Tyler Blythe. His first basket. 13-5, St. Peter's up by 8. 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter. And Ferguson steps in to knock that pass away. It was intended for Pete Corden. Cam Trueblood and Sam Whitty on now for the St. Peter's Lions. Moravec drives into the lane, scores with a nice running right-hander. 13-7, 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Cross court, Blythe takes it in, goes around Corden, spins it up, can't get it to drop. Rebound stays with the Lions. 3 for Silva, won't go. 15 seconds remaining. Moravec brings it up. Chavello, less than 10 seconds. Drives, gives it up. 3 seconds. Will they get a shot off? Chavello does, and in and out at the buzzer. At the end of 1 quarter of play, the St. Peter's Lions, 8th graders, 13. St. Bartholomew Fighting Irish, 7. St. Peter's basketball, they lead by 6 as we start the second quarter. St. Bartholomew zone able to knock away the pass. The layup from Moravec is good. He has 4, and it's 13-9. Ferguson against the zone has it blocked by Corridon. Russell brings it up. Moravic's 3 on the way from the right side won't go. Corridon picks up the loose rebound, drops it in. It's 13-11. A pass off the foot of Hoddle. St. Peter's basketball, Ferguson to inbound for the Lions. Blythe with the ball out top. Ferguson in the lane, spins, pitches back out. Now with Ferguson out top, Blythe works the high post. Ferguson tries a 3 from straight away. Out of bounds to the Fighting Irish. Clayton Guthrie on for St. Bartholomew. Pass is taken away, knocked away by Ferguson. Silva drops it back. Ferguson can't get it to drop, gets his own rebound. Tyler Blythe, 3 from the right wing. He's got it. His first 3 of the ball game. He has 5. It's 16-11. Ferguson, another steal, puts up the layup. He's got it. He has 7, and 18-11, a 7-point lead for St. Peter's. Timeout for the Irish. (18-11) the score. St. Peter's on top. Full court pressure against St. Bartholomew. The Irish get it up the court to Corridon. Now they'll reset. Man-to-man defense now for St. Peter's. Shot, and then attempting to pass was Moravec, taken away by Stoner. Good ball movement by the Lions. Ferguson's 3 from the left won't go. Pete Corridon with another rebound. Chavello has it stripped away by Blythe. He hustles it up the court and looks to find Silva. His pass leads Silva too much. 3:26 left here in the first half. They throw over the top to Russell, and he tries to find Hoddle. His pass sails out of bounds. St. Bartholomew picking up three-quarter court, 1-2-2 pressure. St. Peter's breaks the pressure, but the shot blocked by Corridon. Russell. Moravec, nice fake and drive, but can't get the shot to drop. Ferguson brings it up for the Lions. Stoner, nice pitch out to the wing. Shot won't go. Blythe hustles in for the offensive rebound. Three-pointer on the way from Romine won't go. St. Bartholomew basketball. 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. Blythe with another rebound. Trueblood pulls up. And Ferguson will be called for steps again. Second time he has faked that three-point shot, tried to drive, and was called for shuffling his feet out of bounds to St. Bartholomew. Austin Guest on for St. Bartholomew. Russell's three from the right wing, rolls in. William Russell's first points of the ball game. He has three. It's 18-14. St. Peter's fairly patient here offensively. Ferguson slides out to the point now. Blythe fires a three. Way down, in and out. Rebound by Trueblood, taken away by Russell. Russell hustling all the way down. Shot won't go, however. Blythe with the rebound, behind the back. Might have gotten away with the steps, but the ball was taken away by Russell. His layup is good. Russell with 5. It's 18-16. 50 seconds remaining. Timeout taken by head coach Mark Christopher of St. Peter's. Emmett Romine with the basketball for St. Peter's. St. Bartholomew is going to a man-to-man after that timeout. 35 seconds remaining. St. Peter's leads by 2. And the ball is taken away from Ferguson by Russell. 25 seconds remaining. Let's see if they hold for the last shot. They trail by 2. Moravec with the ball out top, guarded by Blythe. Russell checks the clock. 10 seconds remaining. Moravec has it knocked away. Corden fires up a three-pointer, and St. Bartholomew leads 19-18 at the half. Corden's three gives him 8 on the game. And the St. Bartholomew Fighting Irish lead 19-18. Welcome back to Memorial Gymnasium. Glad you're joining us. We're ready for the start of the second half. The St. Bartholomew Fighting Irish lead 19-18. Inbounds pass taken away by Tyler Blythe. Ferguson thought about the three. Bounce pass. Mendez can't make it. Corden with another rebound. Mendez limping. 5 on 4 at this end right now. Mendez back on defense finally. Chavello with the ball out top. Russell left wing. Nice drive, but can't get the shot to drop, and he is knocked in the head inadvertently by, I believe, Stoner's tennis shoe. Blythe fakes the shot. His pass taken away by Pete Corridon. Pass knocked away by Tyler Blythe. Good defense there.
Let's go, Will.
Four and a half minutes remaining here in the third quarter. No score so far here in the second half. It's 19-18. St. Bartholomew with their only lead of the game came on the three-pointer by Corden at the end of the first half. Corden drives left baseline, shot up and good. He's in double figures, 10 for Pete, and it's 21-18. Ferguson and Blythe exchange it out top. Blythe drives in. Mendez, nice fake, and they're going to say he took steps. They throw it over the top to Russell. Steps called on Hutto.
Let's go, Irish.
21-18. 3:20 remaining here in the third. Silva. Crossover dribble. Got up in the air, didn't have anywhere to pass it, so he shot it instead. And on the other end, Chavello wasn't ready for the pass from Moravec.
Let's go, Irish.
St. Peter's leads by 3. They've scored the last 10. It was 18-11 in favor of St. Peter's, and now it's 21-18. Blythe on the drive. He's fouled by Corden. Two shots for Tyler. First one rattles out. Second one off the mark.
Let's go, Will.
Russell brings it up for the Irish. Good patience by St. Bartholomew. Chavello drives on Mendez, pulls up, And they're going to say steps on Jack Chavello. 21-18. 2:09 remaining here in the third quarter. Trueblood back on for St. Peter's. Give and go from Blythe back to Silva. His pass then kicked out of bounds. It will remain with St. Peter's. 2 minutes even left here in the third. Blythe thought about the three, instead drives in, has this one blocked. Silva with a save. And Ferguson's pass doesn't find a connection. (21-18). Still the score. Only a single bucket here in the third quarter, that by Pete Corden. He has 10 to lead all scorers. Gordon's three, left baseline. Got it. He has 13, and it's 13 straight points for St. Bartholomew. They lead by 6. Ferguson being guarded by Chavello. Left-hander by Silva goes. And a timeout on the court. 1:04 remaining in the third period. 24-20. St. Bartholomew leading St. Peter's. (24-20). St. Bartholomew leads. They have the basketball. 2-2-1 full court pressure put on by St. Peter's. Russell spins away. Now they go back to a man-to-man. Moravec drives. Shot goes up and in. 26-20. Irish leading the Lions. Ferguson pulls up at the free throw line. Blythe drives, tries to get it back to Ferguson. Instead, it goes to Mendez. His shot goes in. 26-22. Mendez, first basket of the ball game. Less than 20 seconds remaining in the third. 4-point lead for St. Bartholomew. Moravec high up in the air to gather that pass in from Russell. 7 seconds remaining. 3 seconds. Russell fires one from 25. That went off the iron, and that will end the third quarter of play. The St. Bartholomew Fighting Irish, 26. The St. Peter's Lions, 22. St. Peter's basketball, they trail by 4 as we enter the fourth quarter. Silva using a screen by Ferguson. Picks up his dribble. Blythe gives it to Trueblood. His shot won't go. Russell quickly up the court for the Irish. Sabello puts it up along the left baseline. It won't go. Sabello to inbound. And a pass is stolen away by Tyler Blythe. He's going to take it all the way. The layup is up. Count it! And put him on the line. Blythe with the steal on the inbounds pass. Took it all the way. Challenged Moravec. Count the basket. And Tyler Blythe with a chance for a three-point play. Free throw is good. That brings the score to 26-25 in favor of the Irish. Oh, and a near steal by Ferguson, but he will be called for reaching in.
Let's go, Irish!
Sabello inbounds. Moravec gives it up to Russell. Sabello, three from the right wing, won't go. Silva rebound and looks up court. Stoner lays it up. Can't get it to drop. Timeout called. 4:45 remaining. 26-25. St. Bartholomew leads St. Peter's by 1. Kellen Hoddle to inbound for St. Bartholomew. Russell guarded by Silva out front. Guthrie. Corden left wing guarded by Ferguson. Pulls it back out. And that pass is out of bounds. It'll go to St. Peter's. Mendez back on for Trueblood. Ferguson thought about taking the three, instead pulls it out. 26-25, 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Stoner's shot is rejected by Corden, and he picks up the rebound. The ensuing foul called on Silva. Nice look inside. Russell can't get it to drop. Blythe saves it in, and it will go out of bounds. They say off the hands of Clayton Guthrie, St. Peter's basketball. The fans nearby don't agree with the call. Blythe brings it up, and he keeps it. Instead of shooting it, he gives it up to Stoner. His shot won't go. Mendez with the board. They're going to call an offensive foul there on Mateo Mendez. And now the fans on the other side believe that was a makeup call. Regardless, St. Bartholomew has the ball. They lead by 1. Pass from Guest, grabbed by Russell. And a timeout will be called. Russell was in trouble out there, having picked up his dribble. 3:05 remaining here in the fourth. 26-25, Irish lead the Lions. St. Bartholomew basketball. They have the ball, a 1-point lead. Guthrie to inbound. Corden, reverse layup, won't go. Rebound taken away from Guest by Blythe. Blythe drives, he's going to take it all the way. The shot was short. Russell with the rebound. Corden out top, picks up his dribble. Backdoor cut by Guthrie. He's going to have to get rid of it. And Corden, right baseline, won't go. 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. 1-point ball game. Back cut by Guthrie, and he's called for a double dribble. The score was 26-22 coming into the fourth quarter. And after nearly 4 minutes of play, only a 3-point play by Blythe has been put on the board. 26-25. St. Peter's with the ball, trailing by 1. Ferguson, guarded by Guthrie, drives, step through, and they're going to call him for an extra step. Columbus North coach Ferguson calmly walks away. And Ty Ferguson knocks that one out of bounds. 1:57 remaining. Full court pressure by St. Peter's. Guthrie to inbound. Tough spot to inbound from at the corner. He gets it into Russell. Russell being guarded by Silva. Picks it up, gives it to Corden. His shot won't go. He was whacked in the head, no call. Ferguson brings it up 3-on-2 for St. Peter's. And Mendez will be called for steps. Guthrie looks to get it inbounds to Moravec. 1:40 remaining, and that pass will sail between two different Fighting Irish. Back over to St. Peter's. 1:38 remaining. They trail by 1. And head coach Mark Christopher calls timeout. We'll be back in a moment. Nice crowd on hand. We have a dandy for him here. 26-25. St. Peter's with the ball, trailing by 1. Blythe looks inside to Ferguson. Blythe takes a 3 from the right wing. Got it! Tyler Blythe has 11. It's 28-26. St. Peter's on top. And the ball knocked away. And they're going to call a foul on Tyler Blythe. Only the 4th team foul on St. Peter's this half, so inbounds for St. Bartholomew. They trail by 2 now. They get it inbounds to Corden. He hands off to Russell. Backdoor, a beautiful back cut by Corden. Misses the shot, however. Foul on the rebound putback. 58.5 seconds remaining. Ferguson called for that personal. Corden, who leads all scorers with 13 in the contest. First one is off the back iron. Stoner returns for St. Peter's, replacing Trueblood. Starting lineup in for St. Peter's right now as Corden makes 1 out of 2, cuts it to a 1-point game. 58.5 seconds remaining. We'll be back in a moment. St. Peter's leads 28-27. They have the basketball. Let's reset the lineups for you for St. Bartholomew. Pete Corden, Will Russell, Jack Chavello, Zane Moravik, and Clayton Guthrie. For the Lions, Ty Ferguson to inbound. Tyler Blythe, he gets it to Blythe, and he's going to be fouled right there. Only the 3rd foul of the half for St. Bartholomew, so no free throws forthcoming. Silva, Blythe, Ferguson, Mendez, and Stoner, the starting lineup for St. Peter's on the court right now. They get it into Silva and punch it right back to Ferguson, and another foul, this one on Chavello. Again, only 4 team fouls, so they need to foul a couple more times if they want to send St. Peter's to the line. Blythe gets it on the run. He'll give it up to Mendez, who nearly traveled, and they are going to call it. Guthrie inbounds to Chavello. 45 seconds remaining. The crowd is into this one. Moravec, his pass goes off the hands of Corden. St. Peter's basketball, 35 seconds remaining. Emmett Romine back on for the Lions. Blythe tries to get open. They throw it into him, and he'll get it back to Ferguson, who's fouled again by Guthrie. So that's 5 team fouls. They still have another one they need to give up before they can even put St. Peter's on the line. 33 seconds remaining, 28-27. Blythe gets open, and he's going to take it down the court, and he's fouled by Guthrie. That will be the team's 6th. On the next one, free throws will be coming. 30 seconds remaining. Blythe gets it left baseline, and instead of looking to shoot it, he's pulling it out, and Corden commits the foul. So here's Tyler Blythe at the line. He's 1 for 3 in the contest. And that one's off the back iron. Russell with the rebound. 20 seconds remaining. Guthrie gives it up. Chavello. Crossover. Shot goes up. Blocked. Blythe with the ball. Ferguson has it. And they're trying to foul him, and he's dribbling around like Curly Neal out there. Finally, the foul is called with 8.9 seconds remaining. 1-1 upcoming for Ferguson. Even if he makes both, St. Bartholomew can tie with a 3. Free throw is missed. Corden with the rebound. 6 seconds. Corden brings it up the court. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Corden's shot is short, and that will end the ball game. The St. Peter's Lions 28. The St. Bartholomew Irish 27. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. It came down to the final second. Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight. The St. Peter's Lions victorious 28-27 in the 8th grade contest. I'm Ted Rutan. Thanks for watching, and have a very pleasant good evening.